Indy. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago... Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 11 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we have a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And this one quickly to Lamb. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Their passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who simply tried to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. His throw incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around it and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here. Because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chicago offense set to get started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
On 1st down, McMillan. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The Colts at 11-3 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
From the 24, Burrow. Touchdown! Jelani Woods. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch kept things off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston under pressure. They got him again. Derek Stingley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Here we go.
They're going to try and throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Up the middle they go. McMillan. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 35. 3rd down, McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. McMillan. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. McMillan. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the 1st half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And it's fielded at the 34. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, McMillan, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Winston. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Derek Stingley. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And the Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Burrow on play action. He finds his man complete. It's Fields. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Fields. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, You know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. It doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, McMillan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, McMillan. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 127 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go play action with Burrow. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here we go. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down now. McMillan, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right of the yard. They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. On third down, McMillan, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Jameis now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kwity Paye able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Throwing on second and long. Winston into a double team, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Here we go, here we go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run on first down. McMillan puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. But when sudden change...
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Third and long for Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Here we go. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Here we go. Up the middle they go. McMillan, and the result here leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And quickly they get to the line. On 3rd down, McMillan, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Up the middle they go. McMillan. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Up the middle they go. McMillan, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A 1st down throw for Winston.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Winston under pressure, and they got to him again.
Kwity Paye.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Bears on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here comes the Bears punter now. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
Share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. It's going to be a thrower. Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. McMillan.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down. McMillan, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 4th down, here's Joe Burrow. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things, but ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, it's Winston.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Isaiah Oliver there on the tackle.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Slings one that's incomplete.
The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people and their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, McMillan. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about